Hi guys, this is Luke here from Warhammer Retreat along with a new video producer,
Will.
and we today have got a 1500 point 40k bat rep. Not everything's finished again, but we're getting there, slowly but surely getting there. So we'll get onto the armies, deployment and the lot. Right, so we've got a unit of 20 cultists. This is obviously the chaos list. They're just standard close combat weapon and auto pistol. Right, so I've got my warlord down here. He has the Mark of Nurgle, Aura of Dark Glory, obviously Terminator armour, and the Black Mace, which is everyone's favourite. And with him is a unit of 4 Terminators, all have combi melters. Oh, and the Lord has a combi melter, and power swords. And they are in a Land Raider that has Dozer Blades and Dirge Casters. Less dangerous terrain related. Oh, and Mark and Nurgle Terminators. Next up we have a unit of Plague Marines, a 7-man unit with 1 plasma, and the sergeant has the champion has a power sword, and they are in a bog standard Rhino. Got a base Wizzywig Hellbrute, so that's multi-melter power fist. We've got a Helldrake, and he has the Hades auto cannon. Got a 6-man unit of Chaos Space Marines. The it's not Wizzywig, but the non-horned helmeted guy has the melter in the unit. And then we have a base standard Defiler.
Right, so for the Dark Eldar, I'm on a combined arms detachment. I have here an Archon with a Shadow Field, an Agonizer and Haywire Grenades. And he'll be riding with the 5 Incubi with the Clavex, which is the painted one. And they will be in a Raider with a Dark Lance, Enhanced Sails and Night Shields. And then for troops we have 5 Cabalites with a Blaster in a Venom with dual Splinter Cannon. And then for my other troop I got the same, a squad of 5 Cabalites with a Blaster in a Venom with dual Cannon. And here for fast attack we have 5 Scourge with 4 Haywire Blasters. And a Razor Wing with 2 Lances and 4 Monoside Missiles. And then for the final fast attack slot we have 6 Reavers with 2 Cluster Caltrops. And then for heavy support we have a Ravager with 3 Dark Lances and Night Shields. And I've also brought a Dark Artisan formation from the Homunculus Coven's supplement. And that includes a Homunculus with Scissor Hand, Liquefire Gun and the Nightmare Doll, a Talos with Twin Link Liquefire Guns and Twin Link Splinter Cannon, and a Kronos with a Spirit Probe and a Spirit Vortex, and that's 1500 points.
Right, so here we have the board set up with all the terrain. Objective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now roll to see who gets what side. What side would you like, Will?
I shall take this side.
So Will has that side there. I'm going to roll for who wants to go first, deploy first. Well, that's Will 6's. You start for the go.
Yeah.
Right, so what would you like to do?
I should deploy first, I think, and then I'll go first.
Deploy first, go first.
Yep.
Okay then. Right, so this is the chaos deployed right up to the mark. And here we have the Dark Eldar deployed and ready to go for their turn 1, unless I can seize the initiative. Rolling for night fighting.
It is.
And we get night fighting. Right, so I'm going to see if I seize the initiative. And I do not. Also, the Warlord trait for the Chaos is number 1, which is against Space Marines, so it's absolutely, completely and utterly useless. Right, so we are playing tactical objectives. So Dark Eldar's first objective is secure objective 2, which is right over there in that building. So moving this unit up here. So moving these Scourges up. Moving the
Reavers.
Reavers up. Moving the Venom.
Yep.
Just moving the Ravager ever so slightly.
Yeah. Up.
Moving the Venom up onto that piece of terrain there. Right, so moving this up
Raider. Just scoot it up
to there.
to there.
So you're firing the Ravager at the Hell route.
So 3's to hit.
One hit.
And armour is
12.
So that's 4's to glance. There we go. One glance.
One glance, and there is night fighting.
I've got night vision with all my stuff.
He's got night vision. Okay. And does he get a cover save?
Yes, I would say so.
Save save.
That's 25%.
4 up rune save.
Yeah, 4 cover.
Which he fails, so he's down to 2 hull points. Right, 12 shots from the
Venom.
into my Chaos Marines.
Hitting on 3's. And poison 4+.
So winning on 4s. There's a fair few wounds. 3 up armour. Oh, that's cocked. And 1 dice. Running 2 units over here.
So the Dark Artisan gets 6.
6 inches. It's quite a decent run.
So we're just gonna squeeze through. Oh, his arms come off as well. Oh dear. And then I'll run the Scourge here. They have fleet as well. I'll keep
Yep,
that.
5 inches.
I'm just gonna go this way.
Right, I'm running over here.
Come over. Sit on that terrain.
Boosting the Raider
I'm going to come up here,
up to there.
like that, and I'll take a terrain test. Just don't get a 1. Nope.
And he's alright.
Fine.
At the end of Dark Eldar's turn, we are scoring objective 2. Right, so at the start of my turn, I'm going to be doing the Courageous result on the Hellbrute because he took a glancing hit last turn. And I get 6, which is 3 on the D3 table. Whose Blood Rage recovers from crew stun and crew shaken results. Has the fleet and raid special rule this turn. Must run if not in maximum charge range of an enemy. If this is not possible, it may fire all weapons. So, moving the Hellbrute, dangerous terrain test, and he is just about fine. Going to move up his 6 inches to there. Rhino is going to move up 6 inches and then disembark the passengers. So moving the Defiler up to there, better line of sight over there. The Land Raider is going to move up 6 inches and disembark. Placing the Terminators. There, like that. So the Cursed Brace Marines are going to move up like this. Just see if he's actually within range to use his melter gun. And he is. Moving the Cultists up. Firing the Combi Bolter from the Rhino. Hitting on 3s, twin linked, he's of course within rapid fire range. 2 hits, wounding on 6s against this unit here, and no wounds, but I'm now going to choose to activate my Searchlight and illuminate these, reducing their cover save. Right, so now I'm going to shoot the Defiler at the skirmishes. Blast just here, and it scatters back. Get how far? Just take 3 inches off that. 4. Scatters back 4 inches, and only hits the 1. Wounding it on a 2, and it gets a 5 up unit save. Would you say?
Yep.
That back one.
4 up because of night fight.
4 up was a night fighting. Failed.
And it's dead.
And it's dead. Very dead indeed. So firing Defiler's autocannon. Twin linked. Oh, and that as well, hitting on 6s and no hits. Right, so firing the Plague Marines at this lovely squad here. Hitting on 3s. Quite a decent hit. Now the Plasma is strength 7. So that is wounding on 4s, and the bolt guns, which the green dice, are wounding on 6s. So 1 plasma wound, and that's it. Very good shooting, guys.
So I only get my 4 up, feel no pain from the Kronos, and I pass it.
Firing the Halberd at the Kronos, hitting on 3s, 1 hit, wounding on 3s, strength 8. A wound, and you have a 4 up.
Feel no pain.
No pain save,
Which I fail, so I'm down to 2 wounds.
That's 2 wounds. Right, so you've got 2 twin link las cannons into the Raider.
I will be jinking.
Him on 3s, twin linked, and this glances. Strength 9 glances on a 1. Of course, 1 glance, 1 pen. Right, do you want us to try save the glance
So
first?
that's a 3 up jink because of night shields. Failed the glance, and the pen
you
passed.
made, so you're down to
2 hull points.
2 hull points. I'm also going to fire the heavy bolter. This is also twin linked. Thank goodness. Well, this is glancing on a 5. Get 1 more glance.
So 3 up jink.
And you make it. Firing this Chaos Space Marine unit here into the Raider. The red is a melter. The melter misses, of course. Now I am glancing on a 6. Give me something. A glance. So this determines whether the vehicle stays alive or not. 3 up save.
3 up jink.
He
Fine.
makes it. So rolling the Terminators. Rapid firing into these guys, of course. That was bad. Well, they are wounding. They're toughness 5, are they? So they're wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound.
And I get my 2+ jink because of Skilled Rider and Night Fight. And I failed it, so
Front guy dies.
front guy dies.
So we've got a 4-inch charge down here. I am in. Well and truly in. Right, so attacking first down here.
I'll just pile in. And I get 2 attacks each. And I'm weapon skill 4, so that's hitting on 4s. That was a 5.
Quite a few hits.
And strength 3 against toughness 5 Nurgle.
So you're wounding on 6s.
6s, so that's 1 wound.
1 wound, so a 2 up save. And I fail, of course. They're all the same pretty much, so I'm going to take
him out.
that guy out there. Right, so we are rolling the Chaos Terminator Lord. Attacks first, he gets D6 extra from his demon weapons, that's 3 plus his base, well his base 3 plus an extra 1 for being on the charge. Now your weapon skill is 4, so I'm hitting on 3s. Oh dear. 3 hits. And I'm wounding you on 2s because it's Fleshbane. That is 3 wounds and it is AP 4. So you do you get an armor save?
No, no save.
So 3 of them die.
Yeah.
Right, so hitting on You hear 9 attacks hitting on 4s. And winning on 5s, no saves, nothing. At the end of the combat, the Black Mace takes an effect. When it's within 3 inches, he's definitely within 3, he's within 3. You have to take 2 toughness tests. If you fail these, you will die.
Right, so I'm toughness 5, so if I get 6, I fail.
No,
so I'm
you're
okay.
alright.
So I need a leadership check.
test. And you have lost how many?
4 in
I've
total.
lost 1, so you're -3 to your leadership.
Yep, and that is 8, so that's 5. Oh, that's
And
definitely
you
a 5.
failed, and you run away 3d6 inches. I cannot catch you because I'm in Terminator armour.
Yep, okay, so I fall back total of
9 inches.
9 inches.
Consolidate these guys, d6 inches, 6. It's going to be enough to get them back up and some cover. So rolling for reserves,
the Razor Wing is not on.
and in the same thing we'll also draw a couple of new objectives.
So I've got objective 1 and kill units in the assault phase. Again, your Helldrake will just...
Right, so seeing if these regroup,
They need an 8, they do
and they're
regroup.
fine.
So then just...
Turn around,
They can go like 3, can't they?
and go 3 inches. Back in the fight.
So I'm going to disembark these Cabalites out here. And then I shall also move the Venom. It only goes 6, I believe. So pop it down there.
Right, so moving the Scourge
I'm going to go
up onto the building.
up
Nice
its
and open.
rain test, I guess. It's a dangerous terrain test. Right, so the one with the shell carbine is fine, and the 3 Haywire blasters, they're all fine. So just moving the Dark Artisan up to the Plague Marines. The Haymon. Right. So I'm going to disembark the Incubi. Oh, I'll do some on the ground floor as well. The Archon. Playvex. So I'm just disembarking these Cabalites as well, just to sit on this objective. So the Haymon is going to fire his liquefier gun. It's AP D6. I can hit 5, and its AP is 5. Not so good. And the Talos's one is going to shoot and hit 6, I think. Yeah, 6. And that is AP 4.
No good for spaceman killing.
So rolling to wound with the 3 flamers from the Dark Artisan. They're all strength 3. The red is the Talos, so it rerolls wounds. These ones are the Kronos, none wound, and these are the Homunculus, where I've got 2 wounds, and the Talos is reroll, no more wounds. So that's 3 wounds.
3 up saves. And I fail 1.
Feel no pain.
And I 5 up, feel no pain. Which I make.
Fine. Right, so I'm just shooting the Spirit Vortex from the Kronos, and that'll scatter 1 inch.
1
in
inch
that
back.
direction.
That way.
So that is... doesn't quite hit Kronos, and misses one of them, so that's 6 hits. So then that is strength 3.
So winning on 6s.
Winning on 6s, 1 wound, and that is AP 3, so you get your feel no pain.
5 up. And I make it.
Passed again. Legion. Right, so we've got the Talos' twin-linked splinter cannon on its tail to shoot now. Last thing out of the Dark Artisan to shoot the Plague Marines. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling because it's twin-linked, still missed. And poison 4+, 1 wound, it's AP 5, so you get 3 up.
3 up, and they're good.
And you're fine. Right, so I'm shooting the Ravager down at the Hellbrute, hitting on 3s. Oh dear.
No.
So I'm going to fire this Raider at snapshots at that Land Raider. Just see if I can do anything. So 6s.
No.
Nothing. Right, so I'm going to shoot these 3 Haywire Blasters from the Scourge down here at the Defiler. Need 3s to hit. 1 hit. And 2s to glance from Haywire. Nothing. Right, so I'm going to shoot the Archon Splinter Pistol at the Terminators. He hits, ballistic skill 7, and poison 4+, nothing. So I'm going to, after regrouping, the Reavers are going to snap fire into the Terminators just over there. They are both within rapid fire range, just about. And they are 6s to hit, and nothing. So I'm going to shoot these 2 Cabalites down past the building at those Chaos Space Marines.
Chaos Space Marines? Ooh.
Yep. 1 shot each, wounding on 3, hitting on 3s even, and wounding on poison 4+, nothing. Right, so I'm shooting this Venom down there at the big squad of cultists, and they do not get a cover save, at least the first one doesn't, and 3s to hit, and then that will be 4s to wound.
AP, that's cold.
That one then. AP 5.
AP 5, so they do not get a
6
save.
wounds.
So 6 of the cultists die.
Right, so I'm just going to turbo boost this Venom. That's going to go the full 18. Use fast skimmer just to there. Right, so I'm going to charge these Terminators with the Archon and the Incubi. So you get your
Overwatch, I'm going to use up my combi melters in case some of them die. No point in not using them. Nothing. Right, so charging through difficult terrain. And you are in.
battlefield. I shall be charging the Dark Artisan into the Plague Marines.
I'm going to Overwatch. The red is the plasma. And the plasma, of course, gets hot. Please don't die. He's fine. 1 hit otherwise.
Wounding on 6s.
Wounding on 6s, nothing. Right, now the monstrous creatures do have move through cover, but one person in that unit doesn't.
Yes.
So it kind of, we're assuming it spoils it for the unit. So you have to roll to see how far you get.
And I go 5, which is definitely enough.
Which, yeah, -2 is 3 inches in.
3, that should get me.
We'll just have a look.
So they can get to there. Kronos gets in. And the Homunculus can get in as well. They're different as well.
Right, so Hammer of Wrath.
The Talos Hammer of Wrath at strength 7 wounds, and the Kronos at strength 5 also wounds.
2 3-up saves. And a 5-up save. We also done those separately. Both the same.
Yeah.
Just take this one. That's now declaring a challenge. I'm going to swap him. And before anything else, doing a leadership check on the cultists here at what should have been the end of the shooting phase. So I've lost 25%, their leadership 8. And they fail. How far back do they run? 5 inches.
Gets them to there.
So we're going to guide the challenge first.
So the Homunculus
Hitting
is
on.
weapon skill 5, so that's hitting 3s.
Yes.
And then he's poison 4+ because of the scissor hand and rending. So wounding on 4s, and that's a rend.
It's a rend, so I've got a 5-up save. Feel no pain, which I fail. So he dice.
So now I'm going to attack with the Talos, still initiative 5 and weapon skill 6 because of the formation. So that's hitting on 3s, all hit, and strength 7 against toughness 5, so that's 2s to wound. 2 wounds.
He's AP 2, so you get 2 5-up saves. And I make them both.
Make them both. And then the Kronos is attacking. It's only weapon skill 4, so that's hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
And strength 5, so that's 4s again. No wound.
So piling in my Plague Marines now. Now they're going to hit back, and your majority weapon skill is
6.
6.
Of those 2.
So still hitting on 4s. Now your majority toughness is what?
7.
But I am poison 4+. So winning on 4s. Nice large chunk of wounds there.
And I get my 3-up carapace armour. And 4+ feel no pain. So I take 1 wound.
Which you are going to put on what?
I shall take that on the Talos, which is unharmed as of yet.
Down to 2 wounds. So you in combat, but I'm fearless, so ongoing.
So you've challenged with your Chaos Lord, and I'm going to switch the Clavex into accept, and the Archon will go back up there. Right, so I'm doing the Archon's attacks. He's weapon skill 7, so that hits on 3s. And it's poison 4 plus AP 3 on the Agonizer, but not for much use against Terminators. Wounds on 4s, and that's 3 wounds.
2-up saves. Oh, and I failed another one. And the closest is
He's up there, so...
him. You can't look at certain challenges, can you? In combat. Can you look at certain combat?
I think so, yeah. So that's 4 up look at, sir.
4-up lookouts, sir. No, he does die.
So he does die. Right, so now I'm doing the Clavex in the challenge with the Chaos Lord. He is weapon skill 6, so he hits on 3s or 4s?
I'll check and get back to you. He's indeed weapon skill 6, that's hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Oh, that's good. And he is strength 4 against Nurgle, so that's toughness 5, so that's 5 to wound. And that is AP 2.
So that's 1 4-up invul, which he fails, so he goes down to 2 wounds.
I'm just going to pile in with the Incubi. And then their attacks are at weapon skill 5, so that hits on 4s, 3s even. And then strength 4 against toughness 5, wounds on 5s. AP 2.
2 5-ups, and the rest of the Terminators in the unit die. And that there is first blood as well. Right, so rolling for the demon weapon. And that means I have some bad stuff happen to me. I'll check what that is and get back to you. Right, so I'm going to quickly do my 4-up save on this guy for the demon weapon. I make it. Now I've got attacks back. Hitting on 5, so that's nothing. Right, so the end of Dark Eldar turn. We've scored
Objective 1.
Objective 1
And
Blood and Guts kill something in the assault phase. Right, so I'm rolling for reserves, seeing if my Helldrake comes on a 3+. It does. For anything else, I'm going to roll for tactical objectives. Greys 10, greens units. 45 and 12. Well, 12 is definitely secure objective 2, and I'll get back to you on 45. Right, so generating 1 extra tactical objective this term. Greys 10, reds units. 66. So that is kill a monstrous creature or vehicle, which I do think might be quite doable. So my Helldrake has flown on and landed there. So leadership test on the cultists. And they fail again, and unless I roll a double 1, will be there. So moving the Rhino back to there. Let's take a dangerous terrain check. It's good. At the same time, I'm going to move the fire it up, and the Hellbridge up. Moving the Chaos Space Marines up. Right, so I'm going to activate Demon Forge on the Helldrake first. And he's fine, so we get to reroll. Armor penetration roll. I'm firing the Helldrake into that down there. Hit on 4s, it's 2 hits. Now it's strength 8 against front armour 11, so it's 3s to glance, re-rolling. That is a pen.
And I get my 3-up jink, and I'm fine.
Right, so shooting the combi bolter, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, no wound.
That was at the Scourge, just to let you know.
Yeah. Right, so Land Raiders, going to shoot at the Raider.
I'm jinking.
I'm hitting on 3s, twin linked, everything in here is twin linked. The red is las cannon. I need a 1 to glance with the 2 las cannon shots, I've got 2 pens, and a 5 to glance with a heavy bolter, and that's 2 pens as well.
Oh wow.
So I take the 2 heavy bolters first.
2 heavy bolters with 3-up jink.
No.
1 failed, and the las cannons with 3-up jink, both passed.
So the result of the thing is
Plus
2, which
one,
becomes
so
a
that's
3, that's shaken.
Shaken. So I then go down to 1 hull point, and I'm shaken. So I'll snap fire, which I was anyway.
Right, so I'm going to kind of charge over here, so I need 6 inches. I'm going through difficult terrain, so I need to roll an 8. And I fail my charge. Charging the Hellbrute. He is in. And I'm going to charge the Defiler. He has to wrap around his own units. So it's going to be a good 6 inches. And he's
made it.
in. Right, so the Hammer of Wrath for the Hellbrute. Up for the Hellbrute even.
Is a wound.
Is a wound. And the Hammer of Wrath from the Defiler is also a wound.
So the Talos gets a 3-up armour, which it passes, and the Homunculus gets a 6+ armour, which he fails, and then a 3-up Feel No Pain because of the Nightmare Dog, which he also fails. So he's down to 2 wounds.
Down to 2 wounds.
So the Homunculus first at initiative 5 is attacking the Plague Marines. 3 to hit and 4+ poison with 6's rending. So that's 1 wound.
Okay. 3 up. I'm good.
So the Kronos next is weapon skill 4 going against the Plague Marines. So that's 4s to hit, no hits. So the Talos is actually going to go against the Defiler, and it is hitting on 3s because its weapon skill 6. That's 2 hits. And then strength 7 against front armour 12 is 5s to glance. There's a pen.
My 5 up invul that I make. So the Hellbrute has the next highest initiative. He's got 3 attacks on the charge. Hitting on not that. Right to the Defiler, he gets to attack next. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on, he's strength 10, so wounding on 2s. Re-rolling, Demon Forge. It's 2 wounds.
And I shall take them both on the Talos as it's on 2 wounds, and that is a Feel No Pain over that.
Right, so the Plague Marines are now going to attack. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. It's that many saves.
Right, so they're going to go on the Kronos as it's in the middle, and that will be a 3-up armour, which I've saved all of them. Right, so the Archon will attack first in this combat against the Terminator Lord, and his weapon skill 7, so that's hitting on 3s, and wounding on 4s because poison at AP 3.
2 up. And he's down to 1 wound. Oh, no, he is down to 1 wound.
Now I've got the Clavex attacking next at weapon skill 6, so that's hitting on 4s this time. 1 hit, strength 4, so 5s to wound. That's another wound, but AP.
Time to fail a 4-up save. Oh look, and that is Slay the Warlord for you.
So for objectives, I've got secure objective 5, behind enemy lines, and ascendancy. So reserves, I've got the Razorwing again. No, still not on. Right, so I'm just going to move these Incubi through here just to get in front of these Chaos Marines. And the Archon. I'm just going to move these Reavers up just in here. Okay. Just going to squeeze this Venom into here, just sit there and hold the objective up there. So I'm going to just move the Scourge down here, off the top of the tower, because the Venom is now holding the objective. Okay, so first off, the Ravager is going to snap fire up at the Helldrake as it's already jinked. 6s and nothing. Right, so I'm going to snap fire the Blaster in the Cavalite squad up there at the Helldrake. It is in range, and 6s, nothing again. I'm just going to boost these Venoms. No, not Venoms, Reavers. They're going to come down here, just sit on this objective. I'm going to shoot the Raider. I believe it jinked last turn, so it'll be snapshots at the Land Raider, and it missed. And I'm going to shoot these 3 Haywire Blasters down at the same target. You will get 5-up unit cover, and that's 3 hits and 2s to glance. That's a pen and 2 glances.
I'll take the 2 glances first. 5-up. Nothing.
And the pen.
And the pen, 5-up. Nothing. Result of the pen?
So the pen is just a Crusaken.
He's down to 1
whole
point.
So I'm going to be charging this Chaos Space Marine squad with the Incubi and Archon.
Overwatch. 6 to hit.
Oh, the Melter's hit.
The Melter's hit, and we got 2 other hits. The Melter is wounding on a 2, and it is just killing. And the 2 bolters are wounding on
3s. So that's 1 Incubi just dead completely from the Melter, and 2 3+ armours, which I made. Right, so after Overwatch, the Incubi are charging. Is it through cover? The Terminators were when they went through there.
Yes, it will be, because of the back guy.
Okay. So that's a 4. I have Fleet. So they're
definitely in.
So I'll just move in.
Right, so I have to declare a challenge.
And I shall accept with the Archons. So that's your champion, so I shall swap them round. And then he goes in there. And then I shall pile in at initiative 7. I get 6 attacks at weapon skill 7, so that is 3s to hit. And poison 4+ AP 3 from the Agonizer, that is 4s to wound, that's 3 wounds. So that's 1 taken from there, and then 2 carry over.
That's 3 dead. And as for the rest of the unit?
The Clavex first, just over here. He gets 4 attacks on the charge, and they hit on 3s, and wound on 4s because they're strength 4.
And that wipes out the rest of the unit.
And there we go. And I consolidate 3 inches. In this, sorry. So first off, in this combat, the Homunculus will attack the Plague Marines with his 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on poison 4+ rending. So there's 1 wound.
3 up. Oh, he's good.
And he's fine. Right, the Kronos is going to go against the Plague Marines as well, because it has to. Hitting on 4s, no hits again. And the Talos will go against the Defiler with its 3 attacks, and it's hitting on 3s, wounding on No,
Right.
not wounding. Armour penning, not on that. So that's nothing again.
It's got the Hellbrute now hitting on 4s. 2 hits, and he is wounding on 2s. 2 wounds with no saves. So you got an invul save.
No, that's an insta kill. The Nightmare Doll allows me to negate the first instant death wound, but then the second one is taken, so the homunculus is dead, and that is a Warlord kill.
Attacking with the Plague Marines now. That is. Or is that to hit now? It's changed.
4s.
Still 4s to hit.
Talos is highest weapon skill.
And 4s to wound. 1 wound.
So I get my
3 up save.
armour, which I'm fine.
Right, so attacking with the fire. Hitting on 4s. And I am wounding on 2s.
1 wound.
1 wound.
And
that is just go straight to feel no pain.
No pain. And Talos is down to 1 wound.
Moving the Helldrake round to.
On the skirt.
Oh dear. Here. Oh dear. And he's going to Vector Strike those on the way past. There's a single hit. Winning on 2s, no saves.
I have a 6 up invar.
6 up in roll then. If you fail.
So 1 Scourge dies.
1 dice. Backing up the Land Raider. Turning. No, like that. Because I've got 2 more objectives being in the turn, I've got Secure Objective 2, which is the one on the big building
Right over there.
over there.
Right, so the Scourge need a leadership check as they lost 1, and they need a. No, they're fine.
I shall shoot in the Rhino. This unit over here. A single shot. Twin linked. Hits. Wounds on a 3. Wounds.
4 up armour.
And you make it.
Fine.
Right, so the Helldrake firing its Hades autocannon. This unit down here. Hitting on 4s. It's 2 hit. Wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds.
Strength 8.
Strength 8.
AP 4, so I get 3 up armour.
Which you fail the first one, and that is on
Oh, the Archon.
the Archon.
In which case that's a 2 up invar.
In which case you're fine.
So I'm okay.
Land Raiders, next firing for the Raider.
I will be jinking, as per usual.
2 las cannons. Hitting on 6s though. Nothing. Heavy bolter hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Right, so the Talos is going to go first in that combat, and it's going to attack the Defiler again. Hitting on 3s, still only 1 hit, and strength.
Strength.
Strength 7 against armour 12, and that is not.
Not anything.
And then the Kronos will attack the Plague Marines, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 4s as well. Nothing.
Right, so the Hellbrute's going to attack. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. As I wound.
And Kronos gets a 3 up arm. No.
No,
Feel
gets
no
a
pain.
feel no pain,
So
which
that's
just fails.
Down to 1 as well. They're both on 1 wound now.
Right, so attacking with the Defiler. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. That's 2, 4 up involved.
On the
4 up
Kronos. No, on the Talos. 4 up.
And the Talos again.
And the Talos again. No, Talos is dead.
So the Talos has gone down. Plague Marines get to attack. Hitting on 4s. Now wounding on 4s.
4 wounds. Right. 3 up armour.
And
Oh,
4 up, feel no pain.
4 up, feel no pain on the Kronos. And it's dead. So you have now 1 combat. So I'm just going to bring my razor wing on as it comes on automatically, and I'm going to pop it up there. Right, so turn 4 I get 4 objectives. I have no escape, psychological warfare, which is rather similar, scour the skies, and secure objective 3. Just going to move these reavers this way. Just moving the incubi up to the barricade, and then the Archon is going to come over here to Haywire. Just going to poke the venom around the corner, get some shots off at the Plague Marines. Just moving this venom over here so that I can see some infantry. So I'm just boosting these reavers to secure the objective up here. So the Ravager is going to shoot the little Rhino down there with no cover, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, strength 8 against armor 11, 3s to glance, 1 pen, and the pen is a 1 that goes up to 2, so that's a shaken.
And it's down
and
to...
it's down to 1 hull point remaining.
Hull point.
So I'm going to shoot this razor wing down at the Defiler with its 2 dart lances hitting on 3s and nothing. Right, so I'm going to shoot this venom first at the Plague Marines because I can see them all, and that hits on 3s. Wow, that was good. And that then wounds poison 4+. So that's 5 wounds with a 3-up save.
3 up. And I failed 3 of those. And 3 5 up for no pains. 2 die.
And now I'm going to shoot this venom. I can only see that 1 Marine, but that's still hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s again. That's 6 wounds.
3 up.
Only for 1 guy though. And, oh, 1 fail.
5 up. And he survives.
Fine. Wow. Right, so the Archon's going to throw a Haywire grenade at his ballistic skill 7 at the Land Raider. He hits, and 2s to glance.
And it's dead.
I've glanced the Land Raider. Alright, snap firing this Raider at the Helldrake. 6s, nope. So the 2 Haywire blasters that are left are going to shoot the Defiler, hitting on 3s, both hit, glancing on 2s, 1 glance.
5 up invul. Fails it and he's down to 3 hull points. So this score.
I only achieved secure objective 3 with the Reavers, and I'm going to discard no escape. Each other.
It's the beginning of my turn. I'm going to generate 4 new tactical objectives. 64, 51, 22, and 21. Right, so the Helldrake is going to change its flying mode to hover. Moving to Defiler, like so. Train test.
Immobilised and down a hull point.
Down to 2. So the Plague Marines are going to move up. The Hellbrute is going to move up to there. Terrain test on him. It's good. And at the same time, I'm going to move the Rhino. Right, so starting off the shooting phase, Defiler's going to large blast there. Should hit all of them with the direct hit. That's all of them. And that is wounding on 2, so I'm just going to roll this twice because I've got 2 dice in my hand. All wound and, unless, have they got their info safe?
Nope, so they're all dead.
All dead. Helldrake's going to fight the Archon, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. You've got a 2-up involved, but if you fail this, you will die.
With the shadow field. Oh, and he failed it twice, so he is dead.
Right, so the grey is plasma, rapid fire from here into there. Plasma gets hot twice. Fortunately, I make both saves on him. These all hit, winning on 3s, and they get a 4-up save.
4-up armour. And feel no pain. So 1 dies.
1 more dice. The Rhino is going to fire. 6s, but it's twin linked. Nothing. The Halberd is going to fire its multi-melter. Hits. And 2d6 for armor penetration. That is a pen.
And I get my 5+ flicker field invo. And I've saved it. Right, so leadership test on the Scourge. And I've passed.
The fire's going to charge, and he is in.
Smash.
Now straight onto his attacks. Oh, Hammer of Wrath first. Does nothing.
Nothing.
And that is 3 attacks.
With
3 hits. And it's
1s to pen.
1s to pens. It's auto-penned. What is the result of the pen? He does explode.
I have flicker fields on this first though.
Flicker fields on that, yeah.
5 ups.
No.
No, so it does explode.
How far does it explode?
It goes
1 inch. So it affects nothing, it just blows up there on the spot.
So that's gone.
Right, so I'm going to concede at this point because although I did hit back quite hard in the last turn, I can't catch up with objectives, and we're going into turn 5 now, and there is no way I can win.
Okay, so the end score was 3 for you and 11 for me.
Right guys, so that's another 40k bat rate. Expect more soon. As you can see, this time it was Dark Eldar victory, but Chaos will soon redeem themselves.